Will I port my Unity game that I've worked on for over 2 years to a new game engine? Unity has made some seriously questionable decisions in the past, and they have now reached a new low. So in case you didn't hear, Unity's new monetization policy includes monetizing installations. Not purchases, but game installs. I tried to wrap my head around this decision for a few days now, but it just doesn't make any sense. In any case, there are a lot of better channels out there who talked about it and break it down much better than I can. The point is, I've been working on my Unity game for about 2 years now, and while I'm working on my second devlog, I find myself at a crossroads. I still have some hope that these decisions by Unity will be reversed, but I have to face the harsh reality. Publishers might not want to work with Unity games anymore, and gamers will probably not want to install spyware on their PC. Most developers are moving away to other engines, or at least they will after the current project is done. And this might not change even if Unity does go back on their policy. Now, I tried Godot in the past, and I was honestly blown away by the simplest things. For example, it has a built-in sprite sheet animator. Every time I tried to make a 2D game in Unity, I had to implement one myself, which is not a lot of work, but I feel like we should get more from a commercial game engine such as Unity. Before I used Blender for my 3D modeling, I used other industry standard software. It always felt like I was fighting against the software, hoping it would not crash again before I had a chance to save. Everything felt slow, and it made any project I worked on feel like a chore. This software felt ancient, and all features that were bought and integrated over the years felt out of place with the rest of the program. When I switched to Blender, it felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. Everything was fast, nothing crashed, and I knew that any bug that I encountered would sooner or later be fixed by the community. I feel the same way towards Godot ever since I tried it. I know that for some people Godot engine might not be enough, but in my case I think it has everything that I need for my game. I am aiming at the nostalgic mid-2000s look with a focus on atmosphere more than high-end graphics. I am also focusing on PC release with no other consoles or mobile ports at this time. The only downside, of course, is that I will be losing all of my progress. I am now in the middle of working on my second devlog, where I am showcasing some of the monsters, and I want to provide a prototype to play. Moving to Godot now will set me back a lot. On the other hand, I spent a lot of time redesigning bad code, and I learned to be more efficient with my time. Porting it now to a new engine when I know how the system should be designed should take less time, since I already know some of the pitfalls ahead of time. A lot of my time was also spent on creating assets, and these can be easily ported into any engine, and will not add any time to the development. Finally, the idea that I will own my game completely, and that I can keep all of the profits, is also a tempting thought. In short, I've started to brush up on my Godot and learn how it works. I still haven't decided if I'm going to switch, but it's good to be ready. Also, at this point, if I see that I can provide a better product with Godot, which is really all that matters, and not lose too much time, I will switch over to Unity even if they do turn around and do the right thing. If you want to support me, please consider subscribing to the channel where I will share my progress. I am soon going to release my second devlog and what may be the last Unity prototype I will ever build.